Merry Christmas Day, or hope you're having a fantastic Christmas Eve if you're watching this video across the other side of the pond. This is going up on Christmas Day for me, so I hope you're going to have a wonderful festive week. A bit of fun today, hence the hat. I decided to have a little bit of fun. Now, some of the cards I've been asking for recently have been the bobbleheads from Fallout, and I've been trying to think of a deck to do them, and then I got struck with a spark of inspiration, and I kind of figured that, you know, if we're going to go for a silly theme deck, let's go for a 21st century Santa's Workshop idea. It's very random, I know, but hey, it's Christmas. Give me a break. I decided to avoid the elves because everyone knows that elves really are Santa's workers, but I thought they might have gone on holiday, they might have gone on strike, and Santa would have to upgrade to some machines. So we're going with some machines today for a bit of fun. It's not a serious deck, but it is a good laugh. But I needed someone to represent Santa, and the easiest person in the world to do that was obviously Kenrith. All 5 colours, gives all our creatures haste and trample for a red, chucks around some +1/+1 counters, gives us some life, draws us a card, and then brings things back that have been killed off. Why not? It's a bit of fun, and yeah, realistically, Kenrith, squint really badly. Kenrith could be mistaken for an old school Santa before we got all his red outfit, thanks to Coca-Cola. Not sponsored. But anyway, so here we go. Here's what today's deck is a little bit of fun and all about. So, in the beginning, we have Noble Hierarch for a bit more ramp and a little bit of an Exalted trigger. We have Overyear Pashry to produce the first part of the 21st century workforce for Santa in the form of the servos, and then some small ones and some big ones if we need them. We have Ramp with Coppermere and Goldmere, triggering off Santa's happy abilities. Hovermere provides a little bit of flying support if we need them to. Ironmere for some more ramp along with Leadenmere. And then the Marionette Apprentice gets upset when the machines they've created for Santa go wrong. Should we go with that? Bit weird, I know, but hey, bit of fun. Myr Retrievers in to bring back things from the graveyard when they get killed off. Myr Sire gives us double servos. Well, gives him Myr himself and then another Myr when he dies off, so you know. The Myr Smith appears, cast an artifact spell, we get a Myr token creature. We've got to keep those things coming out to keep the toy production going. Perilous Myr's here for when things go wrong, and representing that quite happily. Plague Myr for a little bit of, ooh, we've hurt something and we're infecting everything. Yeah, random, but it's still ramp. Silvermere for a little bit of blue, because we like drawing cards to hand out. Split Skin Doll Toy. Had to have a couple of toys in the set. These ones coming from Duskmourn. Enters, draw a card, then discard a card unless you control another creature with power 2 or less. With all the Myrs, we would probably always control a creature with power 2 or less, so it's just a nice 2-mana replace itself card. Twitching Dolls here because, needed some more toys, and the Twitching Dolls are always fun. Not sure about all the spiders that come along with them, but it's fun. Alloy Myr, just to give us a bit of anything we want, because that's the fancy toys. And then some of the enchantments that Santa probably has is the Innocence, because we all like a little bit of innocence, a little bit of vitality, which I'm sure Santa represented at some stage. The Living Phone's in as another toy, and when it dies, we look at the top 5 cards of our library, get a creature card with power 2 or less into our hand, and the rest on the bottom of our library in a random order. Palladium Myr, just to really speed up the production of things, and then Urtet, Remnant of Memnarch. Yeah, here's our main win condition. Do the Warburg thing, put 3 +1/+1 counters on each Myr we control, activate only during our turn. Yeah, definitely the one we're going to have, isn't it? Cathay, the Feigned Mechanics, is also in. Other non-token creatures you control have Fabricate 1, so we get to either populate or proliferate, depending on what we decide to do with the counters. The rest of our little enchantments, the Courage one, the Curiosity one, and the Tenacity one are all here. All things that, you could say that Santa would have. I'm being really weird, I know. I'll stop. I'm sorry, but it's fun. Myr Kinsmith is also in. Go and find a Myr when it comes into play. Marielle, Shield of Argrave, is also in because someone's got to protect the workshop. But as a Lord High Artificer is the main person who helps make all the gifts. I don't know, I'm just carry on with it. It's funny. As a Prince of Krug is also in to pump all our creatures up to a significant level and then create token copies if we need to. They're soldiers. Angel of Invention oversees everything big time, but gives us a little bit of a pump and help out. Seaborn Muse comes in just to make sure that everyone can carry on going and give them that little bit of energy they need to keep happening. And then Marionette Master, when it all goes pear-shaped, start making people get killed off. Yeah, maybe it's more Terry Pratchett than it is Santa Claus. Anyway, Planeswalkers, Saheeli the Gifted's in, just chuck around some servos, and then we have a bit of control with Path to Exile. Then we have some protection with Heroic Intervention. We have Servo Expedition, just to get some more servos out. The Will's in to get some mana and some cards to cast. The Master's Call gives us another couple of Myr if we need them. Teferi's Protection is the illusion that hides us and protects us from everything. And then we want to do an Alpha Strike at some stage, so there's a Chroma's Will to make that happen for us. Going from there, Elixir of Immortality to shuffle everything back in when it goes pear-shaped. Retrofitter Foundry so we can make some servos as we go along, or Thopters, or some big constructs. Soul Ring for some ramp. Arcane Signet for a bit of ramp. Servo Schematic to give us a servo when it comes to play and when it leaves. And then all of the bobbleheads are in from the Fallout set. So we've got the Agility bobblehead. These all tap for mana, don't forget, so they help with the Kenrith abilities. We've got the bobbleheads in, the Charisma bobbleheads in as well to give us some soldier tokens. Commander Sphere for a bit more ramp. Endurance bobblehead to give X target creatures you control +1 indestructible until the end of turn, where X is the number of bobbleheads we have. The Intelligence one to draw the cards, where X is the number of bobbleheads we have. The Luck bobblehead to give us a roll of 6-sided dice, where X is the number of bobbleheads you control. Create a tap treasure token for each even result. And if we've got all 7 bobbleheads in play, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we roll 6 sixes, we win the game. Probably not like someone's did the stats on. There's a whole way of doing this and making it work, but you need to use a lot more of the dice rolling stuff. Yeah, it's just in for a bit of fun, really. Yeah, but tap treasure tokens could help. The Perception bobblehead is also in. Look at the top X cards of our library, where X is the number of bobbleheads we control, and cast a 3 mana spell from lesser among them for free. And then Strength bobblehead, put X +1/+1 counters on a target creature, where X is the number of bobbleheads you control. Nice way of pumping up our smaller guys when we need to. A few enchantments to help out. Anthem of Champions to pump our creatures. Hidden Stockpile because we can sack things off to get a servo and do a bit of scrying. Arcane Adaptation so we can make everything a servo, a Myr. We're not going to make them bobbleheads, but servos and Myr are good. Broker's Ascendancy just chucks around a low +1/+1 counters at our end step each turn. Mirrodin Besieged lets us go off with either Myr artifact tokens if we need them to, or we can do the Phyrexian thing at the beginning of your end step, draw a card, then discard a card. Then if you have 15 or more artifacts in your graveyard, target opponent loses a game. Yeah. Second one, the Phyrexian one, probably really difficult in this deck. Having a Myr every turn, probably a good idea, like that. Heuristic Study from card draw. Sylvan Scavenging, chuck around some +1/+1 counters and get some naughty raccoons eventually, maybe. Leyline of Transformation, we will just come with this and name everything as Myr probably, because it's just easier that way. Kindred Discovery, then if we've got everything named as Myr, we get to do a card draw, which is even nicer. And then the Doll Maker's Shop and the Porcelain Gallery just give us a way of winning the game. We can go with the Doll Maker's Shop early and get our little 1/1 toy soldiers on the go, and eventually make the Porcelain Gallery come to life and give all our creatures a massive power and toughness boost, which, yeah, I like the idea of. Lands. A whole load of lands. We've got every single one of the tri-lands in here. They're all here. We've got all the sack lands to go and find them if we need to. We've got one of each basic, and then all the lands that come into play untapped. We've got 2 more opponents like Luxury Suite and I don't know what else we can see down here. Sea of Clouds. There you go. I have chucked in 3 Tree City because we'll probably name Myr with this. But yeah, gives us a whole load of mana. It's quite useful, especially if we've got Kenrith out and we want to do a whole load of card drawing or life gain. We can just choose a colour, get all those of the chosen creature types, so that's quite nice. Or if we need to return things from our graveyard, we choose black. So it's black or white, but it will be Myr because that's what we'll be naming most of the time to help out. And that's it. It's a very silly deck. I'm not going to put Kenrith back across like I usually do at the end of my videos. You all know what it does. But we have all the bobbleheads on the go. We have most of the myrs and the ways and some extra servos. So it's just a fun Christmas Day deck. I hope you enjoyed it. A little bit of a giggle. Please, if you can, hit the subscribe button down below. I'd really appreciate it. Leave a comment. Let me know what else you think I should have included. It is fun. It's not meant to be competitive. I will play it on stream when I'm back from my holiday at the moment, and we will have a laugh with it. But for now, it's a fun deck. I really hope you enjoy your Christmas Day. If you have Boxing Day like we do in the UK, I hope you enjoy Boxing Day as well. There'll be more videos tomorrow. But for now, the stream will be back on the 28th of this, 29th, sorry. So Sunday, this weekend coming, if you're watching this on Christmas Day or whenever. He'll be back. You'll see me play this deck. I will kick off the stream probably with this one just for the laugh factor. But for now, thanks for watching. Take care. And yeah, I'll see you on the 29th. Have a good one. Bye.